Hi, I'm Erin Basso with Faber-Castell. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all about the Texture Lux metallic paste.
Texture Lux is an opaque acrylic paste. It creates thick texture with a shimmery metallic finish, and it can be mixed with gelatos and other mediums. Texture Lux comes in three great colors. There's gold, silver, and pearl. For this first technique, I'm using my spatula to spread out a nice thick layer of Texture Lux, and then using a texture card and a paper clip to etch into my design. You can see I put the Texture Lux on really thick, and it holds all those peaks and valleys just perfectly. For this next technique, I'm going to use a stencil, and I'm just going to spread it on again with my palette knife, getting in all those little nooks and crannies. And then when I take my stencil off, it reveals a great design. This next technique looks really cool because you're using the Texture Lux instead of ink for stamping. And I like to use this little makeup sponge to be able to apply it to my stamp, and I can smooth it out if I want to, or keep a little texture to it by just dabbing it on. For this next technique card, I went ahead and put my acrylic stamp onto the block and then applied some Versamark ink on top of it. Then I went ahead and stamped that onto my textured cardstock and sprinkled on a little bit of clear embossing powder. And then just top that off and use my heat gun to activate it. And then once that cooled off, I went ahead and put some Texture Lux onto my craft mat and added some water to it and just mixed it all up just to thin it out a little bit. And now I can use that as a color wash over my card. Once it was dry, I went ahead and used a baby wipe to buff off the embossed stamp design. And for this last technique, I'm going to take a little bit of the pearl colored Texture Lux and mix it with some gelatos. And I just like to use my spatula to do that. I can just chop off a little bit of gelatos and then mush them all together. And once I get them mixed, I can add it to my art piece, and I can put it on thin to have it semi-translucent or thick to make it opaque. Well, I hope you enjoyed these techniques using Texture Lux. Stop by designmemorycraft.com for more information, and also my blog, erinbassett.com.